ladies and gents, you're looking at Slope from a Graph 8.4c notes. And some key things I want to highlight because they're going to help us in today's assignment. One, at the very top, it says to find the value of slope, you find the ratio of the vertical to the horizontal. Now remember, ratio is just a comparison of things. This to that, tall to short, fat to skinny, number of athletes, the number of non-athletes, number of Eagles fans to the number of wrong fans, and so on, okay? So to do this, you choose any 2 points, okay? On the graph line, you draw a right triangle, and whatever you get, like for example here, the change in vertical or the vertical change, the change in y right here is 2, and you compare that to the change in x, the horizontal change, which is 4. So it's 2 over 4, and then you simplify your answer. Now notice that this graph is positive, so it'd be a positive 2 over 4, and that simplifies to 1/2. That's what we did yesterday, okay? Keep that in mind as we continue today's learning. Now, you have the expectations here. Click and drag the circles on each slide to identify 2 points on the graph line. Determine the vertical and horizontal change. Don't forget the negative sign when it's a negative slope. Simplify your answers. If your answer is a fraction, use the / button on your keyboard. An example is right there for you of 1/2, okay? The first one is done for you as an example already. So let's look at this first one together. Right here, you'll see that there are 2 points. These 2 points are already placed for you, and the answer is 2. But how did we get that 2? Great question. I'm going to draw for you 1, 2, 3, 4. If you count this right here, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to put a little text box there for us. Put 4. And then our change in x is 2. Okay. Well, what's 4 over 2 simplified to? 4 divided by 2 is 2. That's how we got the answer of 2. So let's look at the next problem where it's not given to us. On this next problem here, you have these points over here, and these points need to be placed on your graph in such a way it will allow us to find slope. These points need to go to a perfect corner on the page. That's also on the graph. So for example, if I put the dot here, I want to zoom in for us. And let me ask you, does this look like a perfect corner? Well, if you look closely, no, it's not. It's in the middle of a square, but it's not on a perfect corner. So I need to move it. Now, if I move it down right here, you'll see that it's in a perfect corner of 4 squares. It intersects perfectly between those 4 corners, or in the center of those 4 corners. And I need to do that again with our other dot. So I'm going to put it right here. Once I have done that, you'll notice that I can now count my slope. Slope is my change in y over my change in x. Now, once again, if I do this correctly, I'll be able to put a right triangle. And I'm going to do that now so you can see it. I'm going to rotate it. I might be able to do this. And just so it's a little, I think I'm a little off on that rotation. Bam. All right. So here you can more easily see that the change in y is 1 from corner to corner, 1, 2, over the change in x, 1, 2, 1, 2. 2 over 2 simplifies to 1. If you put 2 over 2, you would be correct, but when you simplify it, it's 1. So let me zoom out so you can see that a little bit better. You'll see right here that I typed, once again, just so it's easier to see. I typed 2 over 2, which is the same thing as 1. That is how you do this assignment, y'all. I want to give some quick previews. I'm not going to show you how to do 5. I'm just going to remind you that this one right here, it is zero slope because it is flat. The last problem I'll do for free, but this time I won't actually type anything. I'm just going to say it so you can hear me. I believe it's slide 11 for y'all. If you look at your anchor chart in the class, whenever we have a vertical line that's going straight up and down, I can't run up that. I definitely would not tell you that it's zero. I would just tell you that it's undefined. So this answer right here that you type in the box for slide 11 or problem 9 is undefined. One last time. Slope is the change in y over the change in x. You just need to count them. Thank you.